There is a specific feeling people chase when they decorate a cabin, and it is not the same feeling as decorating a city apartment or a suburban house. It is the feeling of walking into a space and immediately sensing the forest just outside, even with your eyes closed, through the smell of cedar, the texture of wool under your hand, the way the light falls in amber pools instead of harsh white rectangles. Today I am walking you through 15 genuinely magical woodland cabin decor ideas, the kind that turn an ordinary room into something that feels like it grew straight out of the forest floor. Some of these are simple swaps you could make this weekend. A few are bigger transformations. Stick around because the last few ideas on this list are the ones that genuinely change a whole room's atmosphere. Quick ask before we get into it. Before we dive in, if cozy woodland spaces are your thing, go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this video. Subscribe if you want more decor inspiration like this, and let me know in the comments which idea on this list you are most excited to try. Okay, let us get into it. Why woodland decor has become such a moment. Before we get into the specific ideas, it helps to understand why this aesthetic has grown so quickly. Interior design trend reports through 2025 have consistently pointed to a broader cultural shift toward what designers call nature-led interiors, a reaction against years of stark, all-white minimalism that left a lot of people feeling like their homes had no warmth or personality at all. Woodland cabin decor sits at the center of that shift specifically because it leans on biophilic design principles, meaning it intentionally brings natural materials, organic shapes, and forest-inspired color palettes indoors, something environmental psychology research has repeatedly linked to lower stress and a stronger sense of calm at home. With that context in mind, let us get into the 15 ideas. Idea 1: bring in real untreated wood slices. The single fastest way to add woodland character to any room is also one of the cheapest: a few raw, untreated wood slices used as coasters, a centerpiece tray, or even mounted directly on a wall as rustic art. The visible grain and natural bark edge do something manufactured decor simply cannot replicate, because every single slice is genuinely unique. No two pieces of grain pattern ever match exactly. A light coat of natural oil finish keeps the wood from drying out and cracking over time while preserving that raw, just cut from the forest look. Idea 2: layer in moss wherever you can. Preserved moss, the kind that requires no water or sunlight and stays soft and green for years, has become one of the most popular woodland decor materials through 2025 and into 2026, and it is easy to see why. A small section tucked into a glass terrarium, draped along a mantel, or used to fill the gaps in a decorative wooden bowl instantly reads as forest floor in miniature. It adds genuine texture and a pop of living color without any maintenance at all, which makes it a particularly smart choice for anyone who loves the look of plants but does not trust themselves to keep one alive. Idea 3: switch your lighting to warm amber tones. This is one of the most impactful changes you can make, and it costs almost nothing. Standard cool white bulbs, anything above about 3000 Kelvin, immediately make a room feel clinical rather than cozy. Switching to warm bulbs in the 2700 Kelvin range, the same warm glow that old incandescent filament bulbs produced, instantly shifts the entire mood of a space. Pair that warm bulb temperature with low, scattered light sources rather than one bright overhead fixture, think table lamps, a few strategically placed candles, maybe a string of warm fairy lights tucked along a shelf, and you have recreated that golden, flickering quality of firelight throughout the whole room. Idea 4: incorporate antlers or antler-style decor. Antlers, whether genuine shed antlers collected ethically or well-made resin reproductions, have long been a signature element of cabin decor, and they remain genuinely popular through 2026 because they add sculptural interest and an immediate sense of place without requiring any color coordination at all. A single antler displayed simply on a mantel or repurposed into a small wall-mounted coat hook brings real woodland character into a room in a way that feels collected rather than purchased, even when it was in fact purchased. Idea 5: use a natural forest-inspired color palette. Woodland decor lives and dies by its color palette, and getting it right makes every other idea on this list look more intentional. Think deep forest greens, warm browns ranging from honey to near black walnut, soft creams, and the occasional deep rust or burnt orange pulled directly from autumn foliage. Avoid anything too bright, too saturated, or too cool-toned, since those colors fight against the calm, grounded feeling the whole aesthetic is built around. A simple trick many designers use through 2025 and into 2026 is picking colors directly from a photograph of an actual forest floor and building the room's palette from those exact tones. Idea 6: hang botanical pressed leaf frames. Pressed leaves and ferns, simply framed under glass, create some of the most affordable and genuinely beautiful wall art available for this aesthetic. You can collect and press your own leaves during a fall walk, which adds a real personal story to the decor, or purchase pre-pressed botanical prints if you want a more polished, gallery-style finish. Grouping several frames together in slightly varied sizes along a single wall creates a layered, collected over time look that feels far more interesting than a single large piece of generic art. Idea 7. Add texture through chunky knit textiles. Texture is doing as much work in woodland decor as color, and chunky knit throws, thick wool blankets, and oversized knit pillow covers are some of the easiest ways to add it. The slightly imperfect handmade look of a chunky knit throw draped over the arm of a chair instantly softens a room and adds visual depth, even from across the space. Mixing 2 or 3 different knit textures together, a cable knit throw with a smaller Sherpa pillow for instance, creates the kind of layered coziness that flat, single-texture decor simply cannot achieve. Idea 8. Bring in a real or realistic woodland creature accent. A single, well-chosen woodland creature accent, a carved wooden owl, a small bronze fox figurine, a painted deer silhouette, adds personality and a touch of whimsy without tipping into novelty territory. The key through 2026 design trends has been restraint, choosing 1 or 2 genuinely well-made pieces rather than scattering a dozen small animal figurines throughout a room, which tends to read as cluttered rather than curated. Idea 9. Use natural fiber rugs underfoot. A jute, sisal, or wool rug in a natural undyed tone grounds a woodland room in a way that synthetic rugs simply cannot replicate, both visually and literally underfoot. These natural fiber options have a slightly rougher, more organic texture that pairs beautifully with wood flooring and reinforces the sense that everything in the room came from a genuinely natural source. Layering a smaller faux sheepskin rug on top of a larger jute base rug, a combination that has become particularly popular in cabin design through 2025, adds both visual interest and a much softer surface to actually stand on. Idea 10. Display firewood as decor rather than hiding it. Instead of stashing firewood out of sight, lean into displaying it as an intentional design element. A simple woven basket or a built-in alcove beside the fireplace, stacked neatly with seasoned logs, adds both practical fuel access and genuine rustic texture to a room. The varied bark textures and slightly irregular log shapes create natural visual interest that manufactured decor objects often struggle to match. Idea 11. Incorporate stone elements beyond the fireplace. Most cabins already lean on stone for the fireplace itself, but bringing smaller stone elements into other parts of the room extends that grounded, earthy feeling throughout the whole space. A scattering of smooth river stones in a glass bowl, a stone coaster set, or even a single large decorative stone used as a bookend all reinforce the same material language without requiring any major construction. This works particularly well paired with Idea 2, since moss and stone together read as a literal miniature forest floor scene. Idea 12. Layer in plaid and buffalo check patterns. Plaid and buffalo check have remained genuinely consistent staples of cabin decor for decades, and they continue showing up throughout 2025 and 2026 design coverage precisely because the pattern itself carries an immediate, almost universal association with cozy, rustic spaces. A plaid throw blanket, a few buffalo check pillow covers, or even just a table runner in this pattern instantly signals the woodland cabin aesthetic without requiring any explanation at all. Idea 13. Use candles with forest-inspired scents. Decor is not only visual, and scent plays a genuinely underrated role in how convincingly a room reads as a woodland retreat. Candles scented with notes of cedar, pine, smoked wood, or balsam fir add an immediate sensory layer that photographs cannot capture but that anyone physically standing in the room will notice instantly. Choosing candles in natural toned glass or ceramic holders, rather than bright plastic packaging, keeps the visual presentation consistent with the rest of the room even when the candles are not lit. Idea 14. Build a small curated nature collection display. One of the more personal ideas on this list involves displaying a small, intentional collection of items actually gathered from nature: pine cones, interesting rocks, dried seed pods, a particularly nice piece of driftwood, arranged together on a tray or a single shelf. This works because it tells a real story rather than relying purely on purchased decor, and design trend coverage through 2025 has specifically pointed to this kind of personal, story-driven styling as one of the strongest counter-trends to mass-produced, identical-seeming home decor. Idea 15. Commit to one truly statement natural element. The final idea on this list is less about adding many small touches and more about committing fully to one genuinely large, statement-worthy natural element: a full tree trunk slice used as a coffee table base, a dramatic raw edge wood mantle, or a single large branch suspended and strung with small warm lights as a kind of sculptural chandelier. These bigger commitments cost more and require more planning than the other 14 ideas, but they tend to become the single defining feature that ties an entire room together, the one piece guests immediately notice and ask about. Pulling it all together. Looking back across all 15 ideas, a clear pattern emerges. The most successful woodland cabin decor never relies on a single big gesture alone. It layers texture, warm light, natural material, and genuine personal collection together until the whole room feels less decorated and more discovered, as if it simply grew that way over time. Designers working in this style through 2026 consistently emphasize restraint within abundance, meaning every individual element should feel intentional, but the cumulative effect should feel relaxed rather than staged, like the room has been lived in and loved for years rather than assembled in a single weekend. From raw wood slices and preserved moss all the way to a single dramatic tree trunk coffee table, these 15 ideas give you a real toolkit for bringing genuine woodland magic into any space, whether you live in an actual forest cabin or just want your living room to feel like one. The best part about this aesthetic is that you do not need to do all 15 at once. Even picking 2 or 3 of these ideas can meaningfully shift how a room feels. If this video gave you some genuinely useful inspiration, subscribe for more cozy decor and design content just like this. Let me know in the comments which idea you are trying first, and I will see you in the next video.